All right, so today we're going to be looking at something pretty cool.
Okay.
Um, you know how everyone's just glued to their phones these days, right?
Yeah, seems like it.
Especially WhatsApp and like all these messaging apps.
Oh, totally.
Well, imagine if you could harness that for your nutrition practice.
Okay, interesting.
And that's kind of what this WappyAI thing is all about.
Okay.
It's using that power of WhatsApp to make your life easier
Okay.
and also your clients happier.
I like it already.
Right.
So it's taking something that everybody's using constantly
Yeah.
and sort of putting it to work for you.
Exactly.
Cool.
So let's back up for a second and think about how a typical day goes.
Okay.
Without WappyAI.
All right.
So a client messages you. Maybe
Yeah.
they're saying, hey, are you free next Tuesday?
Yep. Sounds familiar.
And then what happens?
Well, then you got to go and check your schedule. You're probably juggling like a million other things at the same time.
Yeah, you're checking your calendar. You're like responding to other clients.
Yeah, exactly.
And by the time you get back to them with some open slots.
They've probably moved on.
Yeah, totally. They're like, well, never mind. I'll just find somebody else.
Exactly. And it's just a missed opportunity for both of you, really.
Yeah.
The client gets frustrated, you potentially lose a booking.
Yeah.
It's just inefficient.
It's like trying to run a business with the dial-up.
Oh, yeah, the dial-up days. I remember those.
It's painful.
So how does WappyAI solve that?
Well, with WappyAI, it's like instant broadband.
Okay.
The client asks about your availability.
Yeah,
And WappyAI just like swips in.
like a superhero.
It is a superhero.
Okay.
It checks your calendar in real time.
Uh-huh.
And damn, it gives them a list of open appointments right there in the chat.
Oh, wow. So no more back and forth, no more like waiting for response.
No more plain phone tag.
It's
just
showing.
boom, instant booking.
I like it.
Right.
So the document actually mentions that nutritionists using WappyAI are seeing their booking rates go up by as much as 20%,
Really?
which is huge.
That's a lot.
Yeah, because it's just removing all those little barriers that might make someone hesitate.
So even if someone's just kind of casually thinking about booking a session,
Yeah,
they're more likely to follow through if it's that easy.
exactly, because it's just so simple.
Oh.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Really? There's more?
Oh, yeah, WappyAI, it's not just a scheduling tool. It's
Oh.
like having this digital assistant
Okay.
that can handle all those little tasks that eat up your day.
All right. So besides scheduling, what else can this WappyAI wizardry do?
Well, think about all those reminder messages that you have to send out.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget your appointment tomorrow.
Ugh, it's the worst.
With WappyAI, that's all automated.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it sends personalized reminders to each client.
Oh, okay.
And the document actually says it can reduce no-shows by something like 50%.
That's incredible.
Right. Imagine all the headache that saves you.
Seriously. It's like decluttering your to-do list and your brain all at once.
Exactly. It's all about working smarter, not harder.
I like that.
And it gets even more interesting when you think about how WappyAI handles personalized meal plans.
Okay, yeah, so walk me through that.
Sure.
How does it actually make sure that clients are seeing and using those plans?
Well, instead of emailing them, which, let's be honest, often end up in the inbox abyss,
Oh, yeah.
WappyAI delivers them straight through WhatsApp.
Okay,
So the client gets a notification, they open the chat, and boom,
right there.
there's their plan ready to go.
Okay.
And the document mentions that this can boost client engagement with the plans by up to 40%.
Wow. So no more wondering with your clients or even opening your email.
Exactly, and it just creates this more direct line of communication.
Okay.
So clients can easily ask questions, they can request adjustments.
Right there in the chat.
Right there in the chat.
So it's just like a more seamless experience?
Exactly. It's all about making it more personalized and interactive.
You know what's been bugging me a little bit?
What's that?
Why WhatsApp?
Okay.
Like, isn't that just for, sending funny videos with your friends and stuff?
Right.
Why not use a dedicated app for all of this?
Well, that's where things get really clever.
Okay.
The document actually breaks down why WhatsApp is like the perfect platform for this.
Right, well, please see.
First off, people are already on it.
That's true.
You don't need to convince them to download anything new,
Yeah.
figure out like a complicated interface or anything.
Right, it's just there.
Exactly.
But are people really checking WhatsApp that much?
Well, that's the thing, they are.
I guess I am always on it.
Right.
I feel like I'm always drowning in messages.
Well, the open rates for WhatsApp messages are through the roof.
Really?
Yeah, the document says it's over 90%,
Wow.
compared to something like 20 to 30% for emails.
That's a huge difference.
It is. It's because it just feels more personal and immediate.
So it's almost like you're guaranteed to get your message across.
Yeah, pretty much.
If it's on WhatsApp.
Exactly. And because it's such a familiar platform, there's less friction. People can book an appointment, confirm a time, ask a question with just a few taps.
Okay, so it's all about that, like, seamless instant interaction.
Exactly.
Okay, so WhatsApp is the unexpected hero here.
It is.
But I need a real-world example to, like, really wrap my head around all of this.
Okay, well, the document uses a great analogy. Let's talk yoga instructors. They're a lot like nutritionists.
Okay.
You know, they rely on booking appointments, managing client communication, building those relationships.
Got it.
So imagine a yoga studio
Okay.
using the traditional approach.
Okay.
Clients have to find their website, navigate to the booking page, fill out forms, wait for confirmation.
Yeah, so clunky.
Right, it's just a pain.
Yeah.
Now, picture that same yoga studio using WappyAI.
Okay.
A client messages the instructor on WhatsApp,
Yeah.
casually mentioning they're interested in a class.
Mm-hmm.
WappyAI jumps in, instantly checks the schedule,
Okay.
offers some available slots right there in the chat.
Nice.
The client picks one, gets an automated reminder, and can easily reschedule if needed.
All through WhatsApp.
All through WhatsApp.
Okay, that is so much smoother.
Right, it's night and day.
Totally.
And it's not just about convenience, it's about the results. Fewer no-shows, faster, bookings, happier clients,
Yeah.
and ultimately more revenue for the yoga studio.
So it's like a win-win for everybody.
Exactly.
So this WappyAI thing isn't just some fancy tech gimmick.
No.
It's actually transforming how businesses interact with their clients.
Exactly. And that's why it's so exciting for nutritionists.
Yeah.
By tapping into the power of WhatsApp, you can create this more efficient, engaging, and ultimately more successful practice.
Okay, I'm officially intrigued.
Good.
But before we get too carried away, let's unpack exactly how this translates to the bottom line for a nutritionist.
Okay, let's do it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how does this actually affect their, bank account?
Well, the document highlights some pretty impressive figures.
Okay.
They claim that by using WappyAI, nutritionists can save up to 10 hours a week.
10 hours?
Yeah, on admin tasks.
That's like an entire workday.
It is. Imagine what you could do with that extra time.
Seriously, like take a vacation or something.
And right,
or just like relax.
Right.
It's incredible.
It's a game changer, and that's just one piece of the puzzle.
Okay, there's more.
You remember those increased booking rates and reduced no-shows we talked about?
Yeah.
Well, when you combine that with the time savings and the personalized experience that WappyAI offers, you're looking at a potential for some serious revenue growth.
Okay, I'm starting to see the big picture here.
Right.
This isn't just about making things a little bit easier.
Right.
It's about, like, fundamentally changing how you run your practice.
Yeah, exactly.
But hold on. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty of how WappyAI actually personalizes plans and, like, targets offers.
Okay, so let's take a closer look at that.
Okay.
Remember how we talked about WappyAI delivering those personalized meal plans straight through WhatsApp?
Right.
Well, it's not just like sending a generic PDF to everyone.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very personalized.
No, not at all. So how does it actually tailor those plans to each individual client?
That's what I'm wondering, yeah.
That's where the AI magic comes in.
Okay, the AI.
Yeah, WappyAI can actually integrate with other tools that you might be using.
Okay.
Like your client management software or even fitness trackers.
Oh, wow.
To gather data about their dietary needs, preferences, goals, all that good stuff.
So it's like pulling information from all these different places.
Exactly.
To create a more holistic picture of the client.
It's like having a little detective working behind the scenes.
I like it.
Gathering all the clues.
Okay, so give me an example. Like, how would that actually work in practice?
All right, let's say a client mentions that they're trying to cut back on sugar.
Okay.
WappyAI can flag that.
Okay.
And automatically adjust their meal plan to include lower sugar options.
Oh, wow. So it's like making those adjustments on the fly.
Exactly.
Based on the client's feedback.
Or if a client's fitness tracker shows that they're not hitting their protein goals.
Okay.
WappyAI can suggest adding some protein-rich snacks to their plan.
So it's like constantly tweaking and optimizing things.
Yeah, it's all about making those plans feel more relevant and actionable.
Right. And that's got to lead to better results for your clients.
Exactly.
Okay, so we talked about personalized meal plans. But what about those targeted offers you mentioned earlier?
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious about those. How does WappyAI use WhatsApp to do, like, marketing?
Right, because that seems a little counterintuitive.
It does a little bit, yeah.
Well, think about it. Most marketing messages are just these generic blasts.
Yeah.
They end up in spam folders or just get ignored.
Totally.
But because WappyAI is integrated into your client communication, it can send out these hyper-personalized offers based on their past interactions and preferences.
Okay, so give me an example.
All right, let's say a client booked a session with you a few months ago.
Okay.
And the focus was on weight management.
Yeah.
WappyAI can track that.
Okay.
And then automatically send them a message on WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
Offering like a discount on a follow-up package.
Okay.
Or maybe a new program you're launching that's related to healthy weight loss strategies.
So it's not just like a generic, hey, book a session with me.
Right.
It's more like, hey, I remember you were working towards this goal.
Yeah.
And I think this new program might be perfect for you.
Exactly. It feels more like a helpful recommendation from a friend
Right.
than like a sales pitch.
It's more personalized.
And because it's on WhatsApp,
Yeah.
where people are already checking their messages constantly,
Right.
it's way more likely to be seen and acted upon.
So WappyAI isn't just automating tasks.
Right.
It's like using data to make those tasks more effective.
Exactly.
And more personalized.
It's all about leveraging technology to enhance your expertise, not replace it.
Okay.
And that's what makes it so powerful.
So you're still the expert.
Absolutely.
Guiding the overall strategy, providing that personalized advice.
Yeah.
But WappyAI is kind of taking care of all that behind-the-scenes work. Freeing up your time.
Yes.
Amplifying your impact.
That's the goal.
Okay, this has been a real eye-opener.
Good.
We've talked about all the practical benefits for nutritionists.
Right.
But what about the impact on clients?
Okay.
How does this shift to WhatsApp automation change their experience?
That's a great question. I think the biggest shift is in accessibility and convenience.
Okay.
Clients no longer have to jump through all those hoops to book appointments, wait for responses, or dig through endless email chains.
I hate that.
To find their meal plans.
Okay.
Everything's right there in their fingertips on a platform that they're already using every single day.
It just makes it so much more user-friendly.
Exactly. Especially for people who aren't that tech-savvy.
Yeah.
It removes those barriers and just makes working with a nutritionist feel more approachable.
Right, like less intimidating.
Exactly. And because communication is so much easier, it fosters a sense of ongoing support and connection.
Okay.
Clients can quickly ask questions, they can get clarification, share updates without feeling like they're bothering you.
Right.
It's really about building stronger client relationships.
It's not just automating tasks. It's about, like, nurturing those relationships.
Exactly. And that's crucial for long-term success.
Absolutely.
Think about it when clients feel supported and connected.
Yeah.
They're more likely to stick with their plans,
right.
achieve their goals, and ultimately become advocates for your practice.
It's like a ripple effect.
It is.
Okay, so wrapping it all up.
All right.
We've covered how WappyAI takes this power of WhatsApp and uses it to streamline everything.
Pretty much.
From scheduling and reminders to personalized meal plans and targeted offers.
It's a game changer.
We've seen how it saves you time, boosts your revenue,
absolutely,
helps you build stronger client relationships.
It's a win-win.
But before we go, I got to ask, is there a catch?
Oh, that's a good question. There's always things to consider when you're bringing technology into your practice, right?
Yeah, like what could go wrong?
Well, the document does mention like setting clear boundaries with clients.
Okay, boundaries, how so?
Well, you don't want to be available 24/7 just because people can message you on WhatsApp.
Right, you need some time to yourself.
Yeah, I got to recharge.
Exactly.
Have a life outside of work.
So it's about using WappyAI as a tool to manage communication, not let it take over your life.
Exactly. Find that sweet spot, where technology is enhancing your work but not sacrificing your well-being.
Okay. I like that this whole deep dive has been amazing.
Good. I'm glad.
It's like a masterclass in how to use WhatsApp effectively for your nutrition practice.
It's powerful.
Who knew that this little app that we use every day
for like chatting with friends
could be so powerful?
Exactly. It's all about thinking outside the box.
It really is. And the best part is this is just the beginning,
Yeah, just imagine as technology keeps evolving.
Right.
The possibilities are endless.
It's exciting to think about. So for all the nutritionists out there listening, I really encourage you to check out WappyAI.
Definitely.
And think about how it could transform your work.
Give it a try.
Maybe it's time to ditch those endless email chains.
Email's the worst.
And embrace the future of client communication.
It's time to reclaim your time, amplify your impact, step into a world where technology empowers you to focus on what you do best.
I love that. And that's guiding your clients towards healthier and happier lives.
Exactly.
Well said. On that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive.
Awesome.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing.
Keep exploring.
And keep diving deep into this fascinating world of knowledge.
See you next time. I say, how do you check?